Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, my students. Today we will continue our topic. Last week we have studied Unit 4, the man and environment. The first part, we talk about the natural research, renewable and non-renewable research. And then today we will study the second part of the Unit 4. It's about how do man activities affect the environment and natural research? How do man activities affect the environment and natural research? So we will talk about the activities of the man and the effect to the environment.
There are some activities of the man that affect the environment. The first, depletion of natural research, and then deforestation, pollution, and the last, burning of fossil fuel. So we will discuss these four activities that can affect the environment. The first activities that can affect the environment is the depletion of natural research. Penipisan natural research. Why the natural research can be depleted? Okay, let's see the reason. Because we use the natural research continuously. So if we use the natural research continuously, we never stop to use it, it can be depleted. Once depleted, the natural research cannot be replaced. This has happened to non-renewable research such as fossil fuel and also mine. Such as fossil fuel, we know the fossil fuel such as oil, coal, and natural gas. The earth needs 1 million years to process this. So if it is found from the ground, of course they cannot be replaced anymore. This is in limited amount. And then other example, materials such as wood and metal. We use wood to make building, to make furniture, and then we use metal too. When we use metal, once depleted, the metal cannot be replaced. This is also need the long process to make it. And then the second activities that can affect the environment is deforestation. Penebangan hutan. What is deforestation? The clearing of a large area in forest by cutting down or burning trees. So you can imagine the forests are cleared by cutting down or burning trees. What are the effects? You can imagine if the forests are cleared, so what happened to the living things there? Of course, the first effect, the living thing will lose their habitat. You know, in your book you can see that red pandas, they live in the trees. They will become they have become endangered. Jadi hampir punah. They have become endangered because of deforestation that happen continuously. So the first effect, if we do deforestation, the living things that live in the forest will lose their habitat. And then the second effect is soil erosion. In bahasa we say pengikisan tanah. Soil is carried from one place to another. Why the soil can be carried? Of course because the man do deforestation. Without plant, without trees, without grass, the soil in the forest, there is nothing that hold the soil in the forest. So the soil can be easily carried by the water. So the soil erosion can be happen. This is the effect of deforestation. And then the next activities that can affect the environment is pollution. Pollution occurs when the pollutant is a harmful substance, that can harm the environment. This is happen when the pollution happen when the pollutant release into the air, water, and land. So we said air pollution when the pollutant release into the air. We said water pollution when the pollutant come to the water, and then we said soil pollution or land pollution when the pollutant come to the soil. Now let's see here This is the main activities that can cause pollution. Okay, this is the very important. This is that give the negative effect. Okay, littering and dumping of waste into water body. Littering is mean dispose rubbish not properly. So dispose the rubbish, scatter, membuang sampah sembarangan, and dumping the waste into water body. Of course, this is can make pollution. Let's see the picture. Okay, you can see the picture here about littering. The first and the second picture. Littering can make the environment unpleasant. So if we throw the rubbish scatter, of course you can see here, it can make the environment unpleasant. And then the food waste that can attract pests to breed and then spread the disease. So littering not only make the environment unpleasant, but it also that can spread the disease because it will attract the pests to come. Okay, and then the next, dumping of waste from human and animals and factories into the river can poison the living things that live in there. So if people dump the waste into the river, of course it can harm the living things that live in the river. And then for oil dumps, you can see the picture here of the animal here. The oil dump into the sea clumps the feather of seabird together. So it make the feather of the seabird clump together. As a result, this bird cannot keep the body warm or fly. Why? Because the feather clump together because of the oil that stick to their feathers. And then the next activities that affect the environment is burning of fossil fuel. The translation in Bahasa is using the fossil fuel excessively. Jadi penggunaan fossil fuel yang berlebihan. It's mean membakar bahan bakar fosil. It's mean we use it excessively. Okay, you can see here the picture of the factory. Actually, smoke cannot come only from the factory but also from the vehicle, from the burning the rubbish. When the factory produce smoke, the vehicle produce smoke, of course the carbon dioxide in the air will increase. The carbon dioxide will increase. I think you still remember what happened if the carbon dioxide in the earth increase. Of course that happen is global warming. Okay, pemanasan global. What is global warming? The increase of the earth temperature because of greenhouse gases. Jadi peningkatan the earth temperature because of greenhouse gases. And then we know that carbon dioxide is one of the greenhouse gases, salah satu gas rumah kaca. So it will prevent the radiation from the sun to come out. So it make the earth getting hotter. Okay. And then what happen if after that, after global warming, what happen if the earth contain many harmful substance in the air? Of course, the second effect, it can cause acid rain. In Bahasa we said hujan asam. So the air that's so dirty, the air that polluted, when the rain comes, so the rain will be acid. The rain will be acid. It make acid rain. What happen if the acid rain happen? Of course, the acid rain can damage the building, can damage the metal, can damage the rock. Jadi acid rain ini give a negative effect. It can make the metal corrode, korosi metal karat, and then also it can cause the building damage, kerusakan building. And then if it come to the body, if it touch to our skin, it can cause skin irritation. It also can cause skin irritation. So burning of fossil fuel give a so bad effect to the environment. And then what can we do? So this is our care to the environment. What can we do to protect and care for the environment? The first, dispose of waste properly. We know this. dispose of waste properly, you have to throw the rubbish into the rubbish bin. You have to separate the rubbish into organic and inorganic rubbish. So you have to dispose the waste properly. That is the first activity that we can do to keep the environment. And then the second, reduce the use of fossil fuels. Okay, we know that we use the fossil fuels such as gasoline to transportation to another place to transport, and then also we use it to cook, and then we use it to generate electricity. So we have to reduce it. The first thing that we can do to reduce the use of fossil fuel is we can walk. Okay, we can walk in near distance, we can walk, we can cycle, bersepeda, and also we can go by public transportation. It can save the fossil fuel. So we can do some activities that actually we reduce the use of fossil fuel in our life. And then the third, we can produce the less waste. It means we can reuse something, so it means we produce the less waste. For example, we can use reusable shopping bag to carry our shopping. So we use a reusable thing, we use reusable bottle, so we don't need to throw it and then buy again. We use reusable shopping bag, so we can reuse it, so we produce less waste. And then the next, still about what can we do to protect the environment. Okay, the fourth, we can reuse and recycle the material. So we know that reuse objects such as plastic container, and then sometimes the thing that make of glasses, it can be recycled into some object, but you have to put it in the correct bin, so it can be recycled and it can be reused again. And then the next, repair products where possible. So we don't throw something that have broken. If we can repair it, we have to repair. After that, we can use again. Don't throw something that only a little damage and then you throw that. No, but you have to repair first so it can be used again. And then recover material where possible. So we can recover material from waste product, where it is possible. For example, when the wires have broken, we can take the copper and then we can reuse it again. That is recover material where possible. So we don't throw the wire, and we can take the copper inside it and then we can use it again. It means recover the material where possible. Okay, that's all the way that we can do to protect and care for the environment.
Okay, we have finished our topic today. Thank you. See you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.